Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be talking about a fan theory. This theory suggests that the Armourer of the Mandalorian may have fought for Maul during the Clone Wars, and I think this is a really cool theory. I think the Armourer is like such a cool character. She's definitely one of my favourites. I think she's like a really cool, mysterious character. I think there's definitely more to her and more behind her. Whether we'll ever know, not sure, but that's why fan theories are so cool and stuff. So I'm going to be discussing it today. I've looked into it, I've gathered all the points, tried to do all the research about this fan theory, to try get all the evidence behind why it could be true, but also point out some of the reasons, some of the plot holes for why it might not be true. And I also included some different ideas which kind of link to the original fan theory, but just some things that I think might be more likely, or some things that might possibly not be directly what the fan theory suggests, but is a bit like it. But you'll see when we get into the video. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you guys, after you've watched it, if you have any ideas about the fan theory, more reasons which I've missed of why you think it might be true, or other plot holes that I've missed which suggest another idea, or maybe you think she's a whole different character completely, just let me know. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. I will start by giving a clear understanding of what this theory suggests. This fan theory presents the idea that the priestess of the Mandalorian Enclave, referred to as the Armourer, previously fought for Darth Maul as part of the Death Watch. A quick backstory for anyone who doesn't know: Death Watch was a terrorist organisation of Mandalorians led by Pre Vizsla, who teamed up with Maul during the Clone Wars to take over the planet of Mandalore and kill Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I think we all know who wanted what. Kenobi! After a leadership dispute, let's call it, Vizsla and Maul fight to the death, Maul being victorious. This is where the clan of Death Watch splits into two groups. One side believes only a Mandalorian should be in charge of Mandalore, whereas the other one believes Maul is rightful to be the leader of Mandalore as he won the duel against Pre Vizsla and the power should be passed along. The side of Maul repaint their armour red, and a lot even go as far as adding horns to their helmet. This is especially important for the theory I will be discussing. This Mandalorian dispute between the followers of Maul and Bo-Katan then continues throughout the Clone Wars. However, the rest of this isn't too relevant to the theory and isn't really needed, so I'll leave it there. On to the points that support this theory. The most notable feature of the Armourer is her brass/gold-like shiny helmet with the horns on it, and this is the first clear indicator. She has horns on her helmet that links to the Mandalorian super commandos who fought for Maul. Albeit, they are not exactly the same as the Maul loyalists, as they are a bit smaller and not as extreme as the ones the Mandalorians use to represent Maul. It would make sense, as I think it would be likely that if it was true, the Armourer would probably rather make the horns subtle as it is in her past, and she may not be as invested as earlier Mandalorians who served under Maul. It could also be because she is surrounded by lots of different Mandalorians from various clans, because we are quite certain the small group of Mandalorians within the Enclave are all from various clans, and she may not want to be disrespectful or cause arguments. However, this leads into a later possibility that may be more plausible. Another point that was made was that the Armourer wears a red breastplate, yet again resembling the Death Watch armour. However, I thought this was a bit far-fetched, as unlike the horns, there have been many Mandalorians other than Maul super commandos in the past who have worn red armour. However, I looked into this and found out that the colour red on Mandalorian armour traditionally signifies honouring a parent, which could also be an alternative reason to her armour colour. This would make a lot of sense due to the next point regarding the actress, Emily Swallow, who plays the Armourer. The actress is 41 years old, and although she keeps a helmet on at all times, it is possible, albeit unlikely, that for some reason in the future we might see her face, or Lucasfilm would at least prepare for the idea, therefore pick someone who resembled her age. 41 years old would be a very accurate age, as The Mandalorian is set in 9 ABY and the Clone Wars series around 22 BBY. Therefore, this puts about 31 years between the events, making her a possible age of anywhere from 6 to around 16, because obviously the age of the actress only has to resemble the general age of the character, not necessarily be exact. So this is a bit of a grey area, as she would probably be too young to be fighting during that time, however may have just been old enough. But something that is highly likely is that her parents will have been, because they would have been the right age at probably around 30 to 45 years old, depending on the actual age of the Armourer. And one last point to this is I also found out that gold in Mandalorian armour represents vengeance, and her helmet is gold. Therefore, we have the combination of vengeance and honouring her parents, which makes a lot of sense. She may be wearing the Maul-centric armour as her parents may have been Maul loyalists. However, it is also possible that the breastplate is a direct link to being a super commando in the past, because it is very similar to Rukkhast's breastplate, who some people actually believe her to be. The last point is about Paz Vizsla, who is also shown in Mandalorian, more specifically during episode 3. Although it is not confirmed, we can quite confidently assume that he is either a relative or at least a member of Pre-Vizsla's clan due to the surname. Therefore, it adds to the idea that there are lots of Mandalorians from various clans. If people like Paz Vizsla are there from Vizsla's clan, there is no reason that Mandalorians from Maul's Shadow Collective could not be, like the Armourer. Alright guys, so that's the video for today. I hope you all enjoyed. I think it's a really cool fan theory. I think it's definitely quite likely. I think there's not too many plot holes, there is a few here and there, but I think it is actually quite possible. It's not too far-fetched or anything. I think there is a good possibility that she could have fought for Maul, or likewise her parents could have fought for Maul. She might be Rukkhast, however I think that one is it is a bit more, it's still definitely likely, but I think that one is sort of reaching a bit more, trying to link the characters. But I think there is a good possibility she could be, she could have fought for Maul during Clone Wars. I think that'd be really cool, because I like how their clan, their group of Mandalorians, I like the idea that they're all from different clans and different tribes of Mandalorians. I think it's a really cool idea that just because there's so little left of them after the Empire and the Purge, that they've all just grouped together, besides forgetting what clan they're from. So there was some Death Watch, some people who followed Maul, just all of them came together. I think it would be cool. I think it's definitely a cool fan theory. Let me know what you guys think of the theory. Leave it in the comments below. Give me any more ideas about alternative theories, or whether you think it's likely, whether you don't think it is, what you'd like to see, and I'd be happy to read about them and see what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction.